Is it on? Is it on? Oh. What up, Blue Tubers? Leroy Green 85, aka The Last Dragon, and got my first trade or a little package from a fellow Blue Tuber by the name of Minus the Beard One. Fear the beard, never minus the beard. But he did a video about I think an update Criterion collection, and had a copy of Robocop Criterion, which is out of print. Unfortunately, I don't know why. Maybe it could be a rights issue from the distributor, the studio, whether or not Criterion can do the Blu-ray, which they should. And being I'm such a huge fan of Robocop, I messaged him, and he was able to get another copy, which is crazy. A used copy from the store for dirt cheap, and he did it easily. So I wasn't gonna just let him buy me a movie like that. So I figure I'll give you a trade of some kind, and I sent him some stuff actually today. So hopefully when he gets it, he'll do a video as well. So here we go. Oh my! What could it be? Oh my! Alright, so thanks, bro. Came with a note. Basically said, Majid, that's my name. Glad I could help you out. Enjoy the DVD, bro. Minus the Bear One, aka Steve. And thanks a lot, bro. I'll hold on to this note. And man, it's I'm freaking amped, man. Super amped. This is so rare. I almost forgot about this. Like, I remember this came out. When did this come out? 1998. And I remember I might have heard of it since 99, 2000. And I was going on eBay, and I mean, people wanted to sell this for like $60, $50, $60. And I'm like, hell no. It became out of print pretty fast. And the reason why I wanted it so bad is because it had the unrated director's cut, which is basically like another minute or two of when, I'm sure most people have seen this movie already, when Peter Weller, who plays Murphy, where he's getting killed and shot up, and basically they cut his death scene, by probably like 30 seconds or so, and it includes that and maybe like another couple extra scenes or whatever that was trimmed up. But now there was a steelbook that came out a few years ago, which I have DVD that includes that cut, which is fine. But I wanted this Criterion for my collection. I didn't get the Blu-ray of this. I heard the quality isn't that good, and plus it doesn't include the director's X-rated cut. And until they do, then I'll upgrade. Until then, I have the steelbook, and I have now this. Inside comes with this little booklet here. Boom, boom, boom. The back. And a little something what Criterion normally does. I'll put the note inside the case, so I'll always, remember where I got it from. I mean, my first trade, and of course the DVD, which is in pristine condition. And he found us at a store. I mean, it's funny. Like, now, you never know where you can go and find a used DVD, which can end up being an out of print movie. I'm pretty amped. I've seen this movie, um, I don't know, 20, 30 times. Um, and the remake's coming out next year, and there's been already been some early buzz, I guess, from Comic Con in San Diego. I'm sure they'll release the trailer probably sometime in the summer or probably early in the fall. But I'm a little skeptical on it. I mean, I'm always going to stick to the original. And it's kind of silly because, like, this had potential to have really great sequels. And part 2, which wasn't bad, but they tried in a different vein, coming back with the same idea, but it wasn't executed pretty well. And the third one, and then they tried like a mini series, and anyone who's old enough to remember, and I'm sure there is, there was a cartoon in the late '80s, Robocop. Oh yes, and I've seen at least the intro on YouTube. If I find the link, I'll leave that down below so anyone wants to check that out. Cheesy Robocop from the '80s. So yeah, thanks again, minus the beard one. I do enjoy your channel a lot. You have a lot of insight, and thanks again. Before I go, since he talked about some Criterions, I've been on a Criterion kick. Luckily, I've worked some overtime, so this helped pay for this bill, because it's a lot. With the sale from Barnes & Nobles is 50% plus an extra 10% if you're a member, which I am, and I got the membership last year, but I barely used it. So I saved from my couple of times going to Barnes & Nobles. I pretty much paid for my membership plus and plus. This is just the stuff I got today, but I'll do a separate video of like an overview of what I've gotten the last week or two. So I probably need to stop. I do, but there might be like 1 or 2 more titles I have to get. One I actually told the clerk at the store to order for me. Hopefully it comes in before August 5th, when the sale ends. And I think there's like 1 or 2 more that might be released during that time. But anyway, check out JX Rico's channel. He does some awesome updates, and he also got me into more of the Criterions. And Trendy, if I'm not saying it right, I'll find a link and I'll put it below. He's done some videos on Criterions, and funny dude, and does some great updates. And there's another guy, Will Film Something, and he had an update about Criterions, and led me to another YouTuber, Mr. Joel 450. I'll get all the links below once I've done this video. And man, like, this guy has got like the cream of the crop as far as Criterions. And you know, listen, Criterion's not for everybody. I think personally, like, I'm a fan, I'm a student of film, you know, we all love our Hollywood blockbusters. That's why we go to Best Buy and all that stuff to watch all these type of movies. But Criterions, even though they're way more expensive, they do a masterful job at, you know, not only the picture quality, but the content, special features, the presentation, you know, what's inside. So it's like you're paying for something, but you're getting great content, and you know, and it's great packaging. So they know what they're doing. And you know, there's great filmmakers all over the world. It doesn't have to be here. And I've seen many different foreign films. Obviously, most people know I watch a lot of martial arts films, so I've seen some that are in subtitles. I've seen Bollywood films. I've seen films in French. I've seen films, you know, German, whatever, Italian. And they're great, so I have no problems with that. So if Criterion has great stuff and I can get recommendations, then I'll definitely do that. But I've been definitely on a samurai kick, Akira Kurosawa, so definitely I'm trying to get most of those. So I got Kagamusha, which is one of his later films that came out in 1980. From what I understand, George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola might have co-produced this, or were the executive producers for this. Um, Most of the Blu-rays are $40. 50% off is $19.99, and plus the extra 10%, it ends up being like $17.99. And anyone who knows Criterions knows that's the cheapest you're gonna find it brand new. Now you can add some of the other ones, maybe minus the Beer One Nose or JX Rico. Used on Amazon or through a seller, maybe you can find it at the price of $17.99, or maybe you can find it for $15, but that's few and far between. So to get a pristine Blu-ray of Criterion brand new for $18, that's as best you're gonna get. Now the DVD, if you prefer to get the DVD, and it's funny, some of them are the same price, which doesn't make sense. Some of the DVDs at Barnes & Nobles for Criterion are actually $39.99. Some of them are $30, and some are $20. I've never seen this. So most of these Criterions I got are blind buys, but Akira Kurosawa is like considered like the cream of the crop as far as directors. I mean, you think of Spielberg and Scorsese and Ridley Scott, and the list goes on and on. Trust me, this guy's known all over the world as one of the most pristine director filmmakers ever. His directorial style, his cinematography, the themes he uses, all these samurai films as far as spirituality, humanity, the Bushido, all that's well put in his movies. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching them and learning more about it. So another one I picked up, Lord of the Flies. This is the original, made in 1963. So this actually comes with a new 4K digital film transfer. I don't have a 4K TV, but who knows, maybe once it all down the next 5 years, when technology is forcing 4K on us, then I guess we'll get a 4K TV when it's at a regular consumer price. Anyway, the one I saw was the one that came out in 1990. And I'm sure most people might have seen that one. And it's based on a book by William Golding. And I've read some of the book, because after I saw the movie, the 1990 version, I was interested in learning more about the book. I bought the book, it was a couple bucks, but I never finished it. But from what I read, it's actually very interesting. It's a simple story. These kids get lost. It's kind of like Castaway in a sense. Think of that, where they're going on a trip and something goes wrong, and they get lost on this island, and now there's no more adults. It's just the kids, and now as a whole, morality tale basically. Can these kids learn responsibility? And now there's no adult supervision. How will they handle it? And now you kind of see things of savagery and things like that. So without giving too much away, but there's a lot of things that are presented there, and it's very interesting. So I want to actually see the original version and get a better taste of it. So yeah. And yeah, there's a ton of special features. Now, for those people who don't know, I am mixed. I am also half Iranian, so I gotta represent my peeps. There's a film called Separation, which I have seen. The Persians are pretty good filmmakers. This particular guy, what is his name? Anyway, I must have saw this on 80cool.news.com, and when they do like the regular DVD updates, and I was like, okay, so I got it on Netflix, and it's pretty good. This is done in Farsi, it's in English subtitles. Basically, in the culture, which as much as other cultures, divorce is pretty much, I wouldn't say taboo, but it's not really looked good upon. So it's about this couple and their struggle, and they're not doing well in their marriage, and they're deciding to go their separate ways. And there's certain things that happen in the movie, and it's hard to kind of explain unless you kind of know the Iranian culture and things like that. So yeah, a lot of that's based on the Iranian culture, and it's kind of interesting because the movie kind of leaves you, I wouldn't say dissatisfied. You're just like, whoa, okay. It really makes you think. In other words, it doesn't give you the ending you probably want. So, um, let me just give you a little synopsis. Set in contemporary Iran, a separation is a compelling drama about the dissolution of marriage. Sorry. Okay, the main character wants to leave Iran with her husband, Nader, and daughter. The husband sues for divorce. No. She sues for divorce when Nader refuses to leave behind his father, who has Alzheimer's. Her request having failed, she returns to her parents' home, but the daughter decides to stay with the father. So when he hires a young woman to assist with her father in his wife's absence, he hopes that his life will return to a normal state. However, when he discovers that the new maid has been lying to him, he realizes that there's more on the line than just his marriage. So yeah, that's the best way I can put it. And of course, there's other things that happen. This was like $33, 50% off, and another 10. I think it can be like about $15. And trust me, that's the cheapest I'm gonna find it for this particular movie, a foreign film. And this is definitely, you're not gonna find this in Best Buy. Trust me. These I was doing some research about. This is The Hidden Fortress. Supposedly, this is one of the films that inspired George Lucas to make the original Star Wars. They don't have a Blu-ray version of this. It's only on DVD. And it was $19.99 plus the 10% is $10. And the 10%, I think I ended up paying like $8 something for this. And brand new. And I'm definitely looking forward to this. Widely remembered as the film that inspired George Lucas' Star Wars. The Hidden Fortress is one of Akira Kurosawa's most popular works. A thrillingly choreographed and cleverly written tale of chivalry and greed in medieval Japan, featuring Toshiro Mifune as a wary general in charge of protecting a princess. So, right there, you can tell there's some things that George Lucas has definitely borrowed from. And last but certainly not least, The Sword of Doom. I saw a trailer for this, and as soon as I saw the trailer, I stopped, went online, Barnes & Nobles, pick it up. They don't have the Blu-ray of this, unfortunately. This is on the DVD. This was $29.99 minus the 50%, $14.99. I think it was about 13 something with the extra 10%. I think I didn't see this one either. I think it's about like a samurai that kind of like loses his own way. Basically, it says Toshiro Mifune again stars in the story of a wandering samurai who exists in a maelstrom of violence. A gifted swordsman plying his trade during the turbulent final days of the shogunate rule. I guess another guy, Warinuski, kills without remorse, without mercy. It is a way of life that ultimately leads to madness. So, yeah, and then the fight scenes in here is basically what got me. I was just like, okay. So, this comes with a new, restored transfer, and, yeah. Well, let me open up one of them, right? You're watching this video for that long, I might as well give you something, right? So, yeah, this I think was ended up being 13 something. So, boom, boom. Boom. Comes a little booklet. Boom, boom. Boom. And they tell you about the transfer, Sword of Doom is presenting his original aspect, and blah 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 blah. So Criterion does a pretty good job of restoring them, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my money's worth. So those were the Criterions I got today. I definitely got some the last week or two, which I'll do another video of, but since everything was already in the car, I figured I might as well just do one video. So that's what I got. Sorry for the rambling. I guess I'm being infectious by the other BlueTubers, but anyway, this is Libra Granny 5. Hope you like, subscribe, and peace.